What's up, guys? It's the Brazilian brothers of MACkiteboarding, and today we're reviewing the Airbox by Right Engine. We've been using this electrical pump over the past couple of months here in Brazil, and we're beyond stoked to walk you through its main features and let you know our personal feelings about this product from Right Engine. There are two main reasons why we are stoked on electrical pumps for kite surfing. The first one is in terms of convenience. Pumping up kites manually is a pain in the butt, especially when it comes to bigger kites. Using an electrical pump is gonna get you in the water without being overly exhausted from pumping your own kite. The second reason why we're stoked on electrical pumps is precision. It is sometimes really hard to find a specific pressure by using the manual pump, whereas this electrical pump allows you to choose a specific pressure, which is amazing in terms of performance. You definitely don't want a kite that has too little pressure because that's gonna affect performance. And you also don't want a kite that has too much pressure because that you risk damaging the seams and affecting the overall longevity of your gear. There are a few features about this Airbox from Right Engine that we personally love. The first one is just how small and light it is. It is quite small, which makes it traveling with it really easily. The second feature we love is the display. It is quite neat and pretty easy, and which allows you to choose a specific pressure to pump your kites without any problem. Another feature we love is how easy it is to charge. It does have a USB-C as well as a car charger that comes with it, which allows you to easily pump this bad boy even whilst going towards the beach. Importantly, in our experience, you can get away with pumping between 4 to 6 kites with this pump with a single charge. This is all gonna depend on how big of a kite you're pumping and how much pressure you're putting on each one of your kites. Another really cool feature about this electric pump by Right Engine is the fact that it comes with multiple nozzle attachments. Whether you're pumping up your Slingshot NXT or your North Orbit, these nozzles will take care of you. The downside about these nozzles from this particular pump is that they do not fit the duotone and brainchild kites really well. You are gonna have to push it down and hold it there to be able to achieve a tight fit. So let's put this pump to test and see how long it actually takes you to pump up a 6-meter kite, an 8-meter kite, and a 12-meter kite. All right, guys, we've got the 6-meter Moto X from Cabrinha, and we've got the Airbox by Right Engine, and it is now time to put it to the test. The first thing you wanna do is to find out how much pressure you wanna put in your kite. As you can see, this 6-meter kite from Cabrinha is recommended to be at 10 and 11 PSI. We're gonna pump it to 11 PSI because we always recommend people to pump it to the highest recommended pressure. This is gonna keep your kite nice and stiff in the air and prevent it from flapping too much. So once we've got the recommended PSI, we're simply going to choose it here on this nice display on our pump. Once we have the selected PSI, which is 11, we're then gonna go ahead and attach the pump to the kite. Once you've got your pump attached, it is as easy as hitting power and off we go. We're off to the races. All right, guys, and just like that, 1 minute and 46 seconds for a 6-meter kite and an 11 PSI of pressure. That's pretty fast. Let's now move on to the 8-meter and see how that goes. Now we've got this 8-meter trigger brainchild. Let's see how this pump does it. It actually recommends it for you to pump it at 9 PSI. And like I said, this is the downside of this pump. For this particular kite and all other brainchild kites and all other duotone kites, this nozzle does not do a very good job in terms of fit. So when I connect it to the nozzle, I am gonna have to hold it in place to make sure that we can get this kite pumped up. Either way, let's see how long it takes to get this 8-meter pumped up. And here you go, guys. We got 2 minutes and 15 seconds for the 8-meter trigger brainchild. If we had a better fit, this could probably be faster, and it still works for these kites, but you are gonna have to be a little more careful when you're pumping up these kites. Last but not least, we have the 12-meter Moto X from Carina. Let's see how long it takes the airbox by Right Engine to get this kite to 7 PSI. Let's go. We made it to 7 PSI in 3 minutes and 30 seconds on this Moto X from Carina, 12-meter size. After using the airbox from Right Engine here in Brazil for a couple months, we couldn't imagine pumping up kites manually again. You can probably do it faster by using a manual pump, but this is just so much more convenient. It's crazy. It is particularly helpful for us here in Brazil when we're doing our clinics and pumping up multiple kites. So if you're looking to change kites during your session, this is gonna make that way easier, and it's gonna get you out into the water without being fatigued or tired. Another reason why we love this airbox from Right Engine is because it is holding really well. In terms of longevity, we really don't take care of it. We throw it in the sand, and it is still holding on really great, still working fine after 2 months of heavy use daily here in Brazil. So overall, we couldn't recommend it more. If we could change one thing, it would be the fit for those duotone and brainchild kites. But other than that, this is definitely a must-have item in our books. Thank you so much for watching this review. Make sure to subscribe to MACkite's YouTube channel and to follow the Brazilian Brothers on Instagram. Stay tuned because we have some awesome kiteboarding content coming your way.